do, Madden family, YouTube family? It is your boy again, Goob the Dime, bringing y'all another live episode of Madden 17. I play the Atlanta Falcons, guys. Week 14 Chronicles League, guys. I'm 12-0. I'm undefeated. I got to keep the streak going. He sent me the invite, Chicago Bulls _ Bulls X. He sent me the invite, guys. Y'all know what time it is.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Falcons going up against the Panthers. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our... inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Jones will come now in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Luke Kuechly's absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
On second down, Wilson. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson.
Let's go, man. Kick the ball.
The contact made the ball.
Man, kick the motherfucking ball, man. Quit pausing, man.
Room free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This is brought in at the 21. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Levante David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
2nd down following the run. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that when their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
So out come the Falcons now, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Tried to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's
that bullshit.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They come up in an offset eye. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Third down now following the run. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's got Sanu. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Wilson.
Come on, man. That's a pick.
Inside the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play clock.
Oh, come on, man. Who was that?
Touchdown. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
That's a fucking touchdown, man.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. And the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. First down, here's a run with Peterson.
Fuck out of here with that shit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Wilson. And Jones has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle.
Give me the pick. Let's go, man. Bum ass nigga.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got
him roughing the passer,
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
It always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now it's Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He's got time in the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means
that boy dropping 9 back in coverage,
as
man.
we head toward halftime.
Boy, you playing borderline fag.
Definitely showing blitz here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They come up in an empty set, 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Newton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Oh, Bucklight.
He missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT.
Give me the pick, dog. God damn.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. No, he almost had it.
Come on, man.
Stop one interception, man. Just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
If things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country.
This nigga runs running play, end of the half, 30% on the quarter defense, still gets a yard.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
That's all day. That's butter. That's butter, baby.
Didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Newton on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on first. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
And he will
Touchdown.
score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he knocks it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught
Ball,
inside
man.
the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10 now, Wilson. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown.
Oh, let's go to the highs, nigga. To the highs, nigga.
Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
What type of shit is
And
that?
able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Tell you, these niggas ain't supposed to get loose. They deserve to get hurt. Sorry ass niggas.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, Peterson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Them bum-ass receivers. Niggas ain't got no business being open like that.
And they're pushed back after the penalty. Still 2nd down. Peterson alone in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Surveying the field. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Flush to his right.
Oh, hell no.
Touchdown,
Oh, my God. Stop pausing the fucking game, bro.
Their
Damn.
big-bodied receiver. His first touchdown on the year.
That's that Russell
and
magic.
The Falcons draw a bit closer. Zerline now
That boy's so
PAT.
garbage. God damn.
And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That boy need Hail Marys and lucky catches to hand.
Offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Play action. It's Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. Touchdown, Falcons.
This man garbage, bro.
Adrian Peterson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They get 31 yards that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And he'll take this into the
touchdown, nigga.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball. And that way, you often control the game.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Peterson alone in the backfield. Now Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Ah, my gosh.
Now
come on, man, with that
bullshit.
bullshit.
I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Here's Peterson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Sanu with a grab.
Fumble the ball, bitch.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Forced out to his left.
Let's go, man. Call timeout. Kick the fucking field goal.
Coverage downfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Long drive. The defense just cannot. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. One last shot for Wilson, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th, the Panthers are going to take another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these 2 teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Let's go, man. Let's fucking go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Peterson alone in the backfield. Here's Wilson. He's got time.
Give me the pick, man. Damn. Give me the pick.
Brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Shift together here from the D-line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Coney Ely in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wilson on second down. He's gonna
Let's fucking go. Get off the fucking field, nigga.
Coney Ely in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Halfback sent in motion. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep.
Give me the fucking pick, nigga. Get off the field, bitch.
And his guys will take over.
Bum ass nigga. You getting away with murder, boy. I'm supposed to bust your ass by 30 points, boy.
Their defense did its job. Got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Now Newton with his first throw in OT. And the tight end.
That's all day. You want to bait? I'm going to bait your ass, boy.
26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Touchdown. Let's go.
So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So there you have it, Madden family, YouTube family. It is your boy, Go to Dime, bringing y'all a recap of the game. Good game to the opponent, Chicago_Bulls, X. He has the Atlanta Falcons, a good division opponent in the Chronicles League, guys. So I improved to 13-0. The dream season is still alive, guys. I'm 13-2. I'm 13-0. I believe I clinched home field, guys, if I'm not mistaken again. So for the 3rd year in a row. So congrats to me again, guys. A lot of hard work into it, but basically, guys, he was able to be effective with Russell Wilson. Scroll through the stats real fast. Russell Wilson was effective as always. I'm a big fan of Russell Wilson in real life as the quarterback and as the person. So he has Adrian Peterson. He has AP as well, guys. So overall, it was a good game. Julio Jones had a couple of big deep bombs on me earlier. Mohamed Sanu. But basically, guys, the storyline of the game is he was able to lose a lot of guys. I think a lot of guys got injured for him. But as you guys see defensively. You see the cornerback guys. Kona Ely had back-to-back sacks in overtime. That pretty much tilted the momentum towards my favor. And then like on the 3rd and long, he was desperate. And Rashard Belser, you guys see it's this I know it's franchise league, guys, but he got an interception. Grant Gano was solid. Andy Lee had to boot that damn punt out of bounds. I mean, pretty much out from the end zone. But overall, it was a great game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, sub to my channel. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.